know why I've decided that Little Demons is what I'm calling our fans, but hi, Little Demons.
I like it.
Hi, Little Demons. I'm Akira. This is Luna. We're part of Nostalgia Quest. We're doing Doki Doki Literature Club. And if you haven't watched the last episode, I highly encourage it. If you have, welcome to hell, mother.
Rude.
Luna found out last episode that I have been telling a little white lie.
A little white lie.
I said it wasn't a harem game. Was I lying?
No.
I just didn't tell you the whole truth.
That's true.
But it is true. Doki Doki Literature Club is not actually a romance visual novel. It is a psychological horror game. So welcome to the actual Doki Doki Literature Club, everybody. Last episode, unfortunately, we had an incident with Sayori, who no longer exists in more ways than
Literally.
one. Literally.
Not at all.
Luna is now making sus eyes at Monica, as she should, because Monica's creepy.
Yeah.
And so we have essentially restarted the game, and I put that in quotes because that is the way the game is supposed to go. And so Luna did ask me off camera. She said, was there anything that we could have done to save Sayori? And the first time you play this game, no. There's literally nothing we can do. I was not leading her down a path of choosing something crazy because I'm sadistic. That's literally what happens. So now that we're playing it, quote unquote, the second time, there's things that we can do, but Sayori no longer exists. So how do we fix that? I don't know. Let's continue.
And stay till the announcements at the end.
Oh,
we
yes.
got some info.
Yeah, we got some announcements at the end, which if you've watched the last 2 episodes, you probably know what they are, but I don't care. We're going to say it again.
Yep.
But, so still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. You are certainly doing that, Monica. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Oh, he does, 100%. Yeah, I love nothing more than a good stormy day, a nice cup of tea, and a book. That's...
Yes. And some music in the background because... stimulus.
I can't do that because I have audio processing issues, and if I'm trying to concentrate on something, my brain will hear everything, and I can't concentrate on the book because the fridge is too loud. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Blurp, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
Yuri was into horror books.
Yes, she was.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was our little horror diva.
Yeah, so
That's changed.
she's not looking so sweet and
She's changed. Yeah. Because before it was like, oh yeah, no, I like games with that. Like, I like books with atmosphere that like are kind of horror. Now she likes books that are high fantasy and take her out of wherever the hell she is.
She already liked that though.
Yeah, but I mean, she was super into like horror books. Like that was the joke. Or at least that's the joke we made. I don't remember anymore. I'll have to go back and look. But anyway, she seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Word. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements. Oh, see? That's what it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was both.
Yeah. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Gee, I feel like someone's reading me for filth right now.
Reading you, reading me. As you know.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. See? Yeah, you're right. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, its story makes me think or takes me into another world that I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Also, I am very, very sorry for like all the burps in the last couple of episodes. I am having septum correction surgery soon, and I breathe through my mouth a lot, which, you know, means I'm sucking in air and I burp. I apologize. I know some people find it disgusting, but I don't care. So,
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
It's so cute. Like, it's both cute and annoying that, like, this period of everybody's lives, you don't want to say you don't like something or, like, whatever because you want people to think you're cool. You know, like, you don't want to cause any waves like, oh, you know, they said they like horror, but I can't say I don't like horror because then I'm weird. It's just what
you like what you like.
You like what you like, dude. Who cares? You know, like, that's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Did you, Yuri? Because I seem to remember the vice president being somebody else. I can't remember who. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Blurb? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Blurp. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. And so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Blurp? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would be super pissed.
Blurp, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Blurp, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. It's so awful that this game keeps playing this adorable bop in the background when, like, we just watched somebody unalive themselves last episode.
Yeah.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps
Yes.
I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Here we go again.
I was gonna say.
Yes?
A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay.
What the fuck?
Anyway, let's do a poem.
And we only have Natsuki and Yuri there. We still don't have Monica.
We still don't have
If that ever
Monica.
changed.
Yeah, if...
Let's go for Natsuki again.
Okay, because I was going to say, you do have choice of changing whomever. If you still want to go with Natsuki, totally fine.
I really like Natsuki.
We will have our we will have
That's just
our
a joke, by the way.
oh yeah, no worries. We will have chances to say stuff to Yuri as well. So if you want Natsuki, it's totally fine. So we know that Natsuki likes puppies, right? Because it was like puppy, kitten, and something else.
Yep. And there's Kitty.
Oh, you're right.
Oh god,
Yep.
suicide.
Yep. That takes on a whole new meaning, don't it?
I mean, yeah, when I saw these words, I knew that they were depressed. The gals were depressed, but fuck.
Yeah, you didn't know that though, did you?
No.
Bubbles?
I think so.
Yeah. Pout was her.
Yeah.
I can't remember if...
Feather? No, I think Feather
was Yuri. Yeah, I can't remember if Shiny was hers. Maybe Hop?
Oh, Bliss.
Oh, Hop was Isa.
Hop worked.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
No, Rainbow was someone else, remember?
Was it?
Yeah,
No.
she's anime.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah.
Chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Pink, you right.
Tragedy, Graveyard, Entropy, what the fuck?
Maybe Fluffy? Yep.
Yeah.
Determination, Contaminated Heart, Embrace, like use the poof, that's a papa.
She likes cute things.
So Heart? Yeah. Skipping is cute?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yes.
Yep. Parfait.
Yeah, Parfait Girls.
Yep.
Cute.
Yep.
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
Candy?
I think. Yep.
Was it Marshmallow was the other one?
I think so. Yep.
Strawberry?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boop. It's my favorite one. My favorite one's Boop.
Right.
Sparkle? Yeah. Lollipop.
Yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah. I think that's the first time we've gotten all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi again, Blurp. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Blurp. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
This is gonna keep happening, by the way. I'm just gonna be thrown for a loop every time something weird goes on.
That's what gets the views, girl. That's what gets the views.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Monica, you're blocking the text box, honey.
Yeah. I can basically read it, but still,
Natsuki something certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. I don't know if that's Monica saying that or if that's Blurp, because I can't tell. So we're just gonna use Monica, my regular voice, because any excuse not to do the Monica voice.
That's your own damn fault, girl.
Yeah, no, that's my own. I'm just not complaining. I'm guessing that's you because you're doing the mama.
Monica.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
It is. You know, just because it's got pictures doesn't mean that it's not a story.
Right?
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into hers. Is the background like image kind of tilted and weird?
Yes,
like, okay, all right. I was just like, this feels weird.
I've been trying not to focus on it because it actually looks like it's
like tilting,
twisting, but it's not.
Yeah. Swiftly defeated.
Yeah, the more I stare at it,
like now it's like
it's
now
moving.
that I've pointed it out, like now it's like moving. Yeah. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Blurp. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? God. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I forgot that, like, the last, like, first run-through that she gave us this book, and we, like, never mentioned it again.
No. Blurb gave it back, but
we didn't really talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't actually spend time talking about it.
Well, shit. Oh. Things move back to normal. Okay, now that, like, I pointed... now I can absolutely see how fucked that image was. Jesus.
Oh, very.
Yeah. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh!
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monica! I don't think she even said fucking.
No, she didn't. She did not.
No.
Mm-mm.
And she's cussed twice now.
Mm-hmm.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if somebody else is gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point.
Literally yesterday, Blurp.
Yes.
Look, I forget what we do between, like, recordings, but I at least remembered that she mentioned this yesterday.
Yeah.
What's your excuse, Blurp?
Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume. Yeah, no, he's interested, yeah. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
Yeah. I know I mentioned this last time, but it's the same as, like, a tile that's off. You know?
God.
Or like, you know, a painting on, like, a wall that's, like, just slightly askew. That drives me nuts. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, fix it! I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Can only be those two. Can only be those two. Couldn't possibly be that it just slipped by your radar.
Yeah. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't... Yeah, right? It's like, hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Blurp. Consider the...
Oh!
Don't judge a book.
Don't judge a book.
You're right. In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. If you don't know what that means, moe just means cute.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Sure she did. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Yeah, why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly bad timing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Like, girl, same.
Yeah. You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished this series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically a slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Rude.
You're so insufferable, Blurp.
Right? Ooh, new art.
We did get this art last time.
Did we?
Yes. We got this one and her in the closet standing on the chair.
Yeah, I remember her on the chair. I just didn't remember this.
No, we did, because I think I also made a comment about it.
Yeah.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Eh?
Huh? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this.
Then you need new friends.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's okay to not have an interest in something that your friend has an interest in. That's totally fine. You're allowed to have a diverse group of friends. But for them to, like... Because very clearly Natsuki feels, like, ostracized. You know, for liking manga or whatever. If you are around people who make you feel bad about the things that you like, don't be friends with them. It's really just...
Yeah. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
They might learn something, Natsuki. Of course, you'd probably get expelled, but they might learn something.
Yeah.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Okay, he redeemed himself. I was... What? Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Thanks, Natsuki.
Right?
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
That's not what you said last time, Natsuki. And not in that bold of text. You feeling good? Yeah, right?
Well, we're uncovering her trauma now.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. I know I said this last time, but turn the page, wash my hands. I know, I can't. I am a repository of meme and pop culture bullshit. I apologize. ... More ... Another ... where we've added a couple more dots. More dots! More dots! Longer dots! Time passes, I could tell. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! More Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Blurp. She's fine. You sure, Monica? Yeah, I would like to beg to differ. It just happens every now and then that her eyes get scratched out and she starts speaking in an eldritch horror. All right.
Right?
That's normal. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. You're not yourself if you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
Right?
Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Sure, that sounds like a great time. Who do you want to show your poem to first, Luna?
Best girl since the
beginning. Best girl since the beginning.
Yep.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if she shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Yeah, then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Wow, make it her fault.
Right?
That's how I feel about that, Blurp. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more confident sharing my poem if yours was really bad. Here we go again. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it looks not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go around announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Okay, so it's the same. So it's the...
I love this one.
You go ahead and read it, girl, as it makes you happy.
Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap. Horses can race, owls can see. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. I love
so
this poem.
Silly.
This is my favorite poem.
It's so silly. I love it. And you know what? First time around, I was judging McJudgerson about it. But you know what?
Yeah,
She's right.
were.
She's right. It doesn't have to be super deep.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So
you did. I guess more went into this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
Yes, it does, girl.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let that be a lesson to you all. it doesn't matter. Let people have like things. Let people be happy. You don't have to bring everybody down. Okay. We will go with was it Yuri next time? Would I go Yuri and then Monica? Is that the it doesn't
we always
matter.
pick Monica last, but whatever.
Right, okay. So that is the end of our episode today, episode 10. So after the release of this episode, we will be releasing a bonus episode video thing project about answering the questions that anybody has sent in. If you have not heard about this, we're kind of having an AMA after our release of this episode, the 10th episode, to kind of celebrate that you guys are here. So we want to be able to answer any questions you guys have.
And Akira tricked the shit out of me.
I did. But
awesome.
Yeah, you are more than welcome to ask us anything, whether that's about us like being disabled or gamers or disabled gamers, anything about mental health, or really just anything simple like, what's our favorite animal, whatever. So don't forget to check out Luna's Instagram in the description below. You will also find our Facebook page, some resources if you're just not having a good time, and anything else that I can think of to put down there, as well as very specific trigger warnings if you don't want spoilers.
And hit up our email if you want to submit a question anonymously.
Correct. Yes, you can find our email either associated with this YouTube account, or you can find it on our Facebook page. So, but we hope that you guys are having fun, and we will see. Me too. I'm having a great time. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.
Mwah. Mwah.